never told me we had a toilet.
It's not a good one.
We piss in cans, Charlie.
It might smell a little funky in here, Mr. Malcolm. I did vomit in his car earlier.
Oh, perfect.
This is the Night Pod Cometh, where we discuss the legendary FX comedy It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm Magnum Mills. I'm here with Jamie G, Esquire the Fifth, and the Soupdeucer. Everybody say hi to the people.
Hi to the people, man.
Hey, people. Cheers.
And if they seem a bit surprised, it's because they had no idea we were doing this. Just a heads up, there are going to be spoilers for everything related to Sunny, including and especially the upcoming season, starting now.
Let's do this thing!
Here's the deal. We got the episode titles, so we're just going to give our initial reactions. The first episode is The Gang Inflates. Episode 2, Frank shoots every member of the gang. Episode 3, The Gang Gets Cursed. Episode 4, Frank versus Russia. Episode 5, Celebrity Booze, the ultimate cash grab. Episode 6, Risk E Rats Pizza and Amusement Center. Episode 7, Dennis takes a mental health day. And episode 8, The Gang Goes Bowling. I'll put the list up on screen, and did any of these immediately jump out for you as something like, oh boy, that sounds like it would be fun?
Frank shoots every member of the gang sounds amazing. Really excited about that. But I think the overall thought for me is that they are going to nail taking modern shit that's happening in the world right now and making it funny and exposing it Sunny style. And I am, believe it or not, I was very excited. I'm actually more excited now than I was before doing this bit. So yeah, pretty pumped. I mean, Risky Rats Pizza and Amusement Center.
That's a Chuck E. Cheese, right? That's got to be a Chuck E. Cheese type of episode, you would think. That seems like it would be a good time. We've seen them do laser tag. We've seen a roller rink before. You know, you get a bowling alley here. I think those have always turned out pretty well, so I'm excited for that one.
I'm actually kind of curious. So the trailer showed a lot of the bowling shit. I just assumed that would be towards the beginning of the season. If that's episode 8, like we could be getting footage in the trailer from the last episode of the season. So that's kind of interesting and should be cool. Does Dennis finally lose his shit here?
I mean, that seems like episode 7. That's probably my creeper one I'm looking forward to, because you can imagine, right, like two Dennis talking to himself in like a little mind palace, or he is his own therapist or something like that. I think there's a lot of ways you could go. Maybe Dennis talks to his younger self or something like that. I think there's a lot of fun ways they could go with that one. And, you know, just Howerton, when he gets to play Dennis being fully unhinged, we see the easel. He's on the easel with the Dennis system again. I'm assuming that's probably from that episode now with this. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to. How about you, Soup? Anything jump out?
Yeah, you know, I mean, the Frank shoots every member of the gang is definitely interesting, because I want to know, you know, what is he shooting them with, man? It could be a fucking squirt gun, it might be a fucking slingshot, dude, you know, it could be anything. So that definitely pushed the curiosity button there, man. I'm not going to get into The Gang Gets Cursed, because we don't want to talk about curses and shit right now. But I do think that you know, the gang goes bowling is going to be fucking awesome. So
yeah, if they put that much in the trailer, and you've seen, you know, it's got a ton of guest stars, a lot of, you know, the McCoyles coming back, everything like that. Frank versus Russia could be fun if they bring back the random plot. Remember in season 11, Dennis and Mac moved to the suburbs. There's a whole thing with Charlie and Frank, and they have these weird Russian hats or anything, and it's never explained. I'm hoping that comes back here somehow. We find out what was up with those hats finally. I think that would be cool. I'd be very excited about
dude, that would totally be fucking berserker, man.
But honestly, when you look through this list, and it sucks it's only 8, right? I miss the days of like a 16 or a 14 episode season, but almost every one of these, you can kind of think if they're going to make a spoof, but just a mockery of modern day shit, right? I mean, obviously the gang inflates. You would think that would be about inflation and what's been happening the last, you know, 12 months or so, or slightly longer. We've got a shooting epidemic in this country. Frank shoots everyone in the gang. I mean, like you could just go out Frank versus Russia. Obviously, there's the war with Russia has been going on. I mean, I think this is going to be a really good one with a proper mix of like modern day shit mixed into Sunny. That's going to make it even that much better. They've been great with this throughout the years. I expect it to continue this year. This has me pumped.
Yeah, I would almost expect Wolf Cola to intersect with the Russia plot line. That feels like it could be a thing. In the celebrity booze thing, that almost has to be the episode where Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston show up, right? And it could also be where maybe you get to see Ryan Reynolds, because if you've watched Welcome to Wrexham or whatever, like Rob McElhenney gives Ryan Reynolds infinite shit because he's got his aviation gin or whatever, so it comes up all the time. So that cameo wouldn't surprise me there either. So I'm really excited, man. I think this is pretty universal, right? We all think that we're probably more excited now after getting the episode titles, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was a nice little slip in, dude. Let's throw the titles out there, man. And, definitely keeps people interested. And now we're more interested. So, yeah, man.
All right. And just a little bonus. We're about to get out of here, but we do have the plot synopses for the first 3 episodes. For the gang inflates, the plot synopsis is: Dennis and Mac get into inflatable furniture to deal with the economy's inflation, while Dee tries to find a place to crash after being evicted by her greedy landlord, and Charlie wants to pitch Frank his crypto online investment idea. And in this inflation episode, everything gets bigger: Dee's desperation, Mac's lips, and even Charlie's apartment. I guess that's where we get the toilet, probably. And in Frank shoots every member of the gang. After Frank shoots Dennis and Dee, they resolve to take Frank's gun away. Mac and Charlie go on a road trip with their moms to get their inheritances. For Mac, it's letters written by his grandfather, which have fallen into his Uncle Donald's hands, while for Charlie, it's a jar of teeth that is now in the hands of his sisters, Bunny and Candy. So there's the Charlie Sisters episodes. And finally, the gang gets cursed. The gang is going to be on bar rescue, but a series of bad omens leads them to believe they are all cursed. They set off to undo the curses and make amends to the people, things they've wronged. While Mac, who's on a run of good luck, meets Chase Utley and invites him for a catch.
So that kind of explains some of the are they making a movie, or are they making a show about themselves? No, they're on a kind of a bar rescue type Johnsky, which I think we talked about the potential of that happening when we broke down that trailer. So that's cool. That's going to be fun to kind of see that unfold.
Yeah, real excited. And, that they're trying to clear the curses. That's why you don't bring up, numbers between 26 and 28 and all those kind of things. It's like saying, the name of the Shakespeare play while you're doing it. And I just want to point out that our voices have been heard. They are dropping 2 episodes on June 7th, but after that, it's 1 per week. So the season finale will air on July 19th. Gotta love it. We're excited. I'm Magnum Mills. He's Jamie G. That's a Soupdeucer. And thank you, loyal listener or watcher, for being a fighter for the Night Pod Cometh.
Oh,
whoa!
Let's go. Wrong. I should have never read your fucking emails and stayed away. Another time then. Go. Yay. What? I can't stand this shit. Oh.